Good morning, everybody. It's a Friday morning, and I have to say we are sending our love out to everybody who was affected yesterday by that tornado. We hear about the warnings and the watches, and it actually touched down yesterday and created destruction for many homes. There are people in hospital. Miraculously, no one has died, but there are people
It's really a miracle when you see the damage.
Yeah.
Like when you see that, that's a live shot of Sun King Crescent, which was really the epicenter of where this thing hit, Dee. We do have some breaking news actually to give people in terms of how strong that tornado in Southeast Barrie actually was yesterday. Because Dina, I'm looking at it. I'm not a meteorologist. I don't know anything. But we see the video that came through on social media. You see that roofs were they're houses that are destroyed. We're now learning from Environment Canada. This was released about 10 minutes ago. This tornado, they're classifying it as an F2 tornado. So an F2 is part of the Fujita scale of kind of figuring out how powerful the tornado was. It goes from 0 to 5. So Environment Canada is now saying that was an F2. And Dina, just for context, I'm looking at what that means. That means that if you were in the middle of that, or if your home was in the middle of that, you saw winds anywhere from 181 kilometers per hour to 253 kilometers per hour.
unimaginable.
So that's what Environment Canada says rolled through. I mean, for an F2 to do that's another reminder of what these things are capable of. And it is an absolute miracle that we didn't lose anybody in that. Now, there are people still in hospital. We wish them nothing but the best. And there are lives that are completely uprooted here. This is a fairly new subdivision. And there are people who don't know when they're going to have a home of their own again. So the flip side to the we didn't lose anybody coin is that there are lives here that won't be the same for a very, very long time. So to everyone in Southeast Barrie, we are thinking of you. We know this is old hat for Barrie in terms of the warnings. We get this every summer. It is that kind of place. And memories immediately go back to 1985, 31 years ago, to the tornado that killed 8 people and basically uprooted 600 homes in the area. So it is the scariest thing. We're going to talk to Natasha Ramsahai a little later. And the mayor of Brampton, Jeff Lehman, will be joining us a little later on here, and Christina will be talking to him. I'm assuming he hasn't slept. So he'll be joining us here on Breakfast Television as well. But there was no warning here. Environment Canada said tornado warning, and 5 minutes later, that monster is descending upon an entire community.
Well, and to see it, you sent that video yesterday. The gentleman's recording that massive funnel cloud, and he knows it's coming from to experience that, the trauma of all that, and then all of a sudden to feel your house shake. The roofs are, trees are snapping like sticks. The roofs are up. There it is. This is it. Let's listen.
The basement tornado. Give me a good boy. Get the fire.
Basement.
Grab the fire. I've got it.
That's a real panic of it's happening to me right now. It's happening. And then going to the basement if you're lucky enough to have one, and waking up this morning and realizing you're homeless. It's devastating for a million reasons. But like you said, thank God nobody was truly seriously injured or killed in that, because it could have easily happened depending on where you were when all the debris is flying around.
Dina, there were people driving home from work.
Yeah.
There were people near every window in their home when they shouldn't have been. There were, like that last piece of video we ran from someone inside their home, they were lucky they got to the basement.
Yeah.
You know, there are plenty of communities that deal with something like that don't have basements. Good luck.
You're right.
Good luck to you. And there was specifically the one video of the lady who had a gravel truck who drove right up to it and could do nothing. And by the grace of God, that gravel truck was full. She said if it wasn't full, she'd have gone for a ride. No question about it. So, again, the mayor of Brampton, Jeff Lehman, is coming up here on Breakfast Television. To everyone in Southeast Barrie, Brampton. My apologies, Barrie, Ontario. To everyone in Southeast Barrie who lived through that, we're thoughts and prayers. We're going to continue this conversation through the morning. We're going to learn more on how this happened and give you as much information as we possibly can. It is 7 o'clock. This is Breakfast Television.